Hey guys, what is going on? Dylan here. Got another build for you. It is going to be a Strand Hunter build. Apparently, I'm focusing way too much on Hunters this season. Anyways, it is going to feature the Wish Keeper exotic bow, which has a cool perk called Snare Weaver on it. When you get precision hits or eliminations with the bow, it builds up 6 charges. Once those charges are full, your hip fire shot puts a snare trap on the ground that suspends anything that is within said snare trap, like so. Naturally, I wanted to pair that with the Hunter's unique dodge ability to suspend targets, and we just went with a constant suspension sort of build. So obviously, Wishkeeper bow. Then we're going to pair this with the 6th Coyote exotic, which gives you an additional dodge. So basically, that means you get 2 ensnaring slams. And then as far as mods go, it's just all about getting your dodge back as much as possible. Now, if you want to be an asshole, you can use the shackle grenade, which is just going to help you with more suspension. But I have found that the threadling grenade works pretty well, especially when you pair it with mods that give you ability energy for grenade damage. And then there is a fragment that pairs nicely with threadlings that just works really well with the build. But that is kind of up to you. This build itself is very kind of take what I've done as a foundation and then kind of adjust it to your style of play. But what you are mainly looking for here is just getting your dodge ability as much as possible. So picking up orbs, things like that, definitely help out. And this does work in end game content. I have used it in some higher tier nightfalls. If you modify the build just a little bit, you could use it in PvP even. Great build for a lot of things, and actually really fun to just constantly keep suspending things. So look at the build. Obviously, we're going to be using Silk Strike, Gambler's Dodge, Triple Jump, Threaded Spike, and then I use Threadling Grenades, but again, as I mentioned before, you can also use Shackle Grenades if you want. It just depends on if you want some more suspension or if you want to be able to do a little bit of damage with those Threadling Grenades. And Snaring Slam is the most important part of this build because it does have that air dive where it suspends targets. It's kind of the meat and potatoes. Now, Threaded Spectre, I like that because when you shoot with the Wishkeeper bow, if you can one tap those tangles, and those tangles actually do a pretty good amount of damage. And then for PvP, you do leave behind the Spectre, but Widow Silk is also a great alternative, especially if you're using Threadling Grenades or well, even both, because you get 2 charges for those, so just more suspension. Now, for the fragments, if you're using Threadlings, Thread of Evolution. Without that, Thread of Continuity, just to increase the duration is great. Thread of Wisdom, you get orbs. Orbs give you more dodge ability, things like that. And then Thread of Mind, which gives obviously class ability. It's all about getting your class ability back. And the idea behind the build is very simple. You just, you use your grenade or your bow to try to build up charges so that you can just put one of those snares down. As much as you get your dive ability back, just keep suspending targets, especially champions. And then depends on if you use Threaded Spectre, but I mean, look at how much I know this is just a lost sector, but that powered up Threadling just wrecks, and I love it so much. And then yeah, just keep suspending, keep using your Threadling grenades, use mods that give you a class ability back, and yeah, you can suspend everything in an area pretty consistently. And the cool thing is, if you use your super, you actually get all of your dodges back. So you can use your super, get some dodges. Once you come out of your super, then you'll have more dodges. So focus on getting orbs because that'll help you just kind of make this build a lot more fluid. And then, yeah, and as far as the other weapons go, it doesn't matter. I like for the synchronization of the build to use a Strand's heavy weapon, not a requirement, just like laser painter or something. But as far as the other weapons, it's really honestly use whatever you want. So go ahead and give this build a try. Let me know what you guys think. That's all I got for you today. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Love you. Bye.